Emulate your retro games.
NANI?!
The big bad E word, emulation. It's been around for ages, and yet it seems to continue to receive pushback from elitism purists, especially here on YouTube, where you have channels insisting everything must be played on original hardware with original cartridges, all upscaled with ridiculously expensive equipment that only the lucky few can afford. Hell, if I hear another video praising the Framemeister or OSSC converter, I think I'm gonna pull my hair out. According to these elitists, you need to spend oodles of cash to get ultra crisp, super sharp pixels, and this is the only way to truly experience the game the way the creators meant it to be. Oh, also don't forget to source yourself a PVM, which is a commercial grade CRT monitor, and all the adapters to hook your console up to that. The prices on retro games continue to endlessly march upwards, and at the same time, the hardware required to play them continues to degrade. The games and hardware weren't designed to last forever. Much like a PC, even if you purchase the top of the line model, it will eventually degrade and wear out. Yes, we all know you can modify and extend the life of consoles through tinkering with them, and yes, we all know about Analog NT and the other FPGA-based hardware out there that essentially replicates the original hardware but outputs the signal via HDMI. Point being, any of these solutions are cost prohibitive and really not worth your money when you can simply purchase a Raspberry Pi, an SD card, and game to your heart's content. On top of all of that, you have to battle it out with people in the retro game community who are trying to flip games for profit, make counterfeit copies of games, sell non-working copies of games, sell games that have disk rot, and more. Did you know counterfeiting has become very prevalent and so easy that you can simply go to AliExpress and buy those expensive retro games for a pretty reasonable price? Did you also know that it's become commonplace for people to insist on opening up carts to make sure they're authentic when they're sold secondhand? Or that knockoffs are getting ever closer to being near impossible to tell from the real deal? Why deal with all that when you can just emulate the game on a device of your choice? Hell, you can emulate the games on an Android phone, though that wouldn't be my first choice. At this point, buy an Odroid Go Advance, or a RetroPi, mod your NES Mini or PlayStation Classic. Hell, buy a Wii U and mod it. Play your retro games portably around your home, all the way from Atari 2600 to the Wii U, including even your PS1, Dreamcast, and GameCube games. Just get a big SD card and away you go. Not to mention you can output it all to your television via HDMI without any need for upscalers, FPGA hardware, or stacks of cartridges. If you're some sort of wizard, you could probably even rig it up to take it portable. You could even pick up an original Xbox, which some still consider the king of emulation. And there's so many of them lying around that someone's probably using one as a doorstop right now. If you absolutely must play on original hardware, I'd personally suggest you opt for an SD card modification, which has become pretty common. Whether that be the many different EverDrive cartridges or the replacement of optical drives with SD card slots, this will at least make your investment into retro game libraries much more affordable and extend the life cycle of disc-based consoles. I'm not suggesting you sail the 7 seas on modern games. That's not what this video is about at all. I'm trying to say it's important to speak with your wallet. And when it comes to games you've purchased 3 and 4 times on different consoles, it's time to be a little smarter about the way you spend your money. There's this aura of fear radiating in the retro community that if you somehow download a ROM, the FBI is going to kick down your door. They're tracking your every move. The FBI have much bigger problems than worrying about you downloading a 30-year-old Nintendo game, and unless you're someone distributing ROMs, it's highly unlikely Nintendo, Sony, or anyone else cares what you're doing at all. These companies are much more concerned with marketing you the latest Mario or Zelda game via targeted ads than caring what you're doing on your PC at home. In the year 2020 and beyond, gaming is going to continue its trend towards digital, and that includes our retro games, partly due to accessibility reasons, but also simply due to the rising costs. Even Nintendo has opted for a more Netflix-style subscription service to play their retro games, and it's really not worth your money, at least currently, as they continue this drip feed style release schedule of their retro games. Ultimately, my point here is just enjoy retro gaming the way you want. And if that is via emulation, there's no need to feel guilty about it or feel you're not getting the real experience. Don't burn your money on all this expensive hardware and software pushed by gaming purists. Is there merit in holding a piece of your past in physical form and the memories it brings you? Of course there is. But there's also a big difference between that and the idea that if you aren't playing on original hardware, you are somehow committing a sin to the gaming god. odds. Now go to your local church and repent for downloading Pokemon. Hey guys, Kenny G here. If it's your first time here, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. It would make a big difference for our tiny little channel. We're at about 725 subscribers right now, and we're aiming to hit that 1,000 mark in maybe the next month or two. Recently, I've been experimenting with this more scripted style video, whereas usually we're more free-flowing and just kind of talking off the top of our head. So if you enjoyed the video, or if you didn't, maybe leave me some feedback. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, what could use improvement, and yeah, what you enjoyed, I guess, right? If you really enjoyed it, smash subscribe, hit like. If you, I don't know, hate my guts for some reason, or if you disagree with my opinion on emulation, hit that thumbs down button. It's important to get feedback, because feedback is really the only way this channel is gonna grow. So again, thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.
Hey guys, this is Lydia. If you like what you see, hit that like button as it helps our channel gain exposure. Also consider smashing subscribe. If you like our content, it would really mean a lot and helps our channel grow. If you want to interact with us, leave a comment down below or follow us on Twitch at super_dorkalicious. We'll see you next time.